whatever floats your boat. I'm not gonna tell you what amount. Whatever floats your boat.
Wait, do I even have you on Venmo?
No, I think it was PayPal. Which works which actually works better anyway because that's what ZZZ takes anyway.
And I have to give it to you right now.
What the fuck? You're doing it right now? God damn it.
Doing it live.
Doing it live? Even though she's not even out yet? Okay.
No, we're just prepping.
Prep? Oh my god. You're actually doing this.
Come on, pregame.
Oh man. God damn it. The pregame is still going. The pregame is still going. This man is
as I
just...
said, I have 14 of the reels, the film reels.
Uh-huh.
And then I have now 20K. Like 20K of whatever's ready to just go like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. This is what friends do. They throw each other money like we're whores. It's like, take that, you whore.
I mean, I do appreciate it, but god damn it, man. But no, I mean, when life gives you lemons, you take them. That's the mantra I kind of been going with over the years. All right, I mean, you put it up there. I'll take it. I'll take it. But we'll see. We'll see about how the game treats me. Then I guess at that point, then I'll just go. I'll set off the pity, go all the way, see what happens, and then, yeah, we'll see how I feel by then. Whenever the pity goes off.
I mean, I swear to God, if you just do a single pool on her and you get her,
I know. Right?
there you go.
There you go.
I did it.
I did it. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be like, I got it, Zawa. Did you? I'm on my second pity. Did not win.
Damn it.
Give me back my luck.
Yeah. Well, at least,
like, I'll fight you.
Yeah, at least Komano is, because he's A rank, you can technically get him anytime. So he's not like...
Hey, you know, remember when fucking I must have
Pan, yeah. Pan
Pan came out. You kept getting him like he was fucking candy.
I know. I pretty much M6'd him by the end. So I was like,
I had to fucking dig in the trenches to look for his body.
You had to do the what do you call the... Didn't you have to like spend that currency just to get one copy of him or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that's pretty much like the A rank pity right there. Oh yeah, I guess I'll just do it from here like that. Yeah, exactly. So okay, I heard you and I heard me. So can you
yeah, I heard me too. I was like, oh god.
You wanna just double check though, just so just to make sure.
I'm just waiting for the twat.
Oh yes, sorry about that. The twat.
It's all right.
We're just talking about. Gotcha. Nothing to be seen. No, okay. Fuck. There we go.
I'm gonna pull back my game.
See. I wonder. Ah, that's funny. Gundam Seed still pops up as the GIF. If I just type seed. Okay, I guess I had to do ZZZ then.
Right there.
All right.
All right, we good. Thank you, Ross.
We good on audio?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah. All right. And then let me make sure everything else is set, just so we don't potentially fuck things up.
Is Seed gonna awaken something in me? Probably not.
Well, we are back. Yes, indeed, for another episode of the Hypecast. Welcome, welcome. This is 3:30 of the Hypecast. Thank you very much for tuning in with yours truly
No,
as
it's 5:12 p.m., sir. Not 3:30. What the fuck?
Well, here right now is actually 8 o'clock. But anyway, if we're gonna be going off of real time here. But anyway, with yours truly as always, Sean, aka Hawk525, with my cohort Zawa, as always. Zawa is in the building. So we're gonna do things a little differently today because yeah, we do have quite a bit to talk about for ZZZ. So I'm gonna just move the ZZZ stuff right after fighting game stuff because it's a little bit. So yeah, and then for whatever extra else we have, we'll go through the front line and then we'll just play it by ear from there. All right, so with that out of the way and all said, let's go ahead and talk about fighting game stuff as per usual.
This battle is about to explode.
So, this is more of a discussion point than anything. There wasn't like big news by any means, other than EWC did happen, which is the Esports World Cup, for a number of games, and Street Fighter 6 was one of them. Xiaohai did take it for, which means he is the two-time champion, indeed. So, congrats to him. Yes, big congrats because this is now his 2-win streak. So that's pretty crazy, right? You know, amongst playing with like the best players in the world and all that such. But you gotta give it to Blaz, you know, the Ryu player that's like 15 years old. Like he's just tearing it up for sure as well, you know. As well as Xiaohai as himself. So yeah, who would have thought, right? Like this young Ryu player is just still like taking names and making a name for himself, right? Ever since the most recent Capcom Cup and all that stuff. So yeah, he's still young, so he still has a lot ahead of him. So hopefully he can flourish from there on, right? Like get better or just build a stronger fortitude for himself. Just get more experience, right? Because yeah, like I said, he's 15 years old. He has, well, 15 more years ahead of, you know, before you know, the 30s, right? Kind of take it down a little bit, but you know, we'll just have to see about that. But there was a discussion point I would like to discuss, for at least for a little bit, and there was this kind of like an argument about first to three being the standard rather than the first to two in like most pools. So like, you know how like, so right now like stuff events at like Evo, for example, and other such tournaments, the pools is always first to two, right? So a lot significantly shorter. Therefore, a lot of times or a lot of cases, a number of players don't really come alive, unfortunately, and so they kind of get shafted in a way, and they just have to bear with it, you know. But that also robs us viewers of any sort of like hype moments that can happen versus a first to three, because of course that means more games, right? So, how do you feel as a spectator about having first to three like all the way, right? Because first to threes do happen in Street Fighter, in top 8, right? But rest of it is just first to twos for the most part. So how would you feel if everything, for at least for Street Fighter anyway, will be first to three, or even let's just put it like fighting games in general, like generally speaking, right? How would you feel?
Well, first to three to all the way, like sometimes, yeah, it would be good to just have that to just move it up, move it at a faster pace, you know?
Uh-huh.
But sometimes I want to save for like the lower bracket. Maybe like keep it to first to five. Then once we get to like top 100.
You mean best? You mean first? Wait, first to five? That's a lot. And unless you're talking about best of five.
Yeah, best of five. Sorry. Well, first
Well,
to
that's,
five.
well,
Jesus.
well, best of five, first to three. That's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like,
if you're talking about best of five, holy shit, man. Or first to five, yeah, that's a whole different story. Now you're getting like players like Daigo, like really like dominating that type of
just going like,
yeah. The glee, right, would shine bright on that man. That usually is kind of very much on the calm side, right?
yes.
Yeah. So it would be pretty funny to see. But anyway, so like more thoughts on the first three stuff?
I think first to three is pretty much like that well established, like not lore, but it's already integrated as part of the FGC, because that's what mostly everyone use as a standard format,
Sure.
so to speak.
Uh-huh.
And like how I mean, it's like I think it's by case, tournament by
course.
tournament.
Yeah. Definitely.
You really can't just adapt, one universal way of measuring, each tournament.
Yeah, for sure. I totally get what you're saying.
You kind of gotta just bend it a bit to
Yes.
just squeeze out a little bit more of that excitement, just a tad.
Right. Okay. I kind of I get the basic gist of what you're saying, because like each tournament kind of runs things a little differently, so it definitely does have an effect on the sort of the standard formats. I guess, which was why the first of two thing was just a little more safe. So that's why that's been what was established over the years, instead of the first to three, or keep first to three for top 8 and stuff like that. So that's always been like the standard, I guess, as of this moment. But like, yeah, so I mean, there are still people that are like, oh, keep it first to two for pools, like Game Centric, for example, right here. But I think it looks like, according this is just based off of the comments on Arslan Ash's thoughts on it. And he's speaking from a more of a Tekken standpoint, but nonetheless, though, I think he would is in favor of the first to three format versus the first to two, because he says first to two just feels rush and it's very luck based compared to first to three, because you're kind of just like trying to ride off of the momentum and stuff like that, like kind of just like riding the train, and then just hopefully you would just plow the player over a lot of times. Obviously there are people who can work around it, and so people are just gonna be like, oh, well look at this one player that can do first twos really well, all that stuff, like, right? So they always kind of like point to that person and try to use that as a crutch to be like, well, because of this person can do it, why can't everyone else do it, kind of vibes. So it's kind of like how I've been kind of looking at funny, right? Because Uma Musume kind of made me like remind of like how like track and field sort of works and like horse racing and stuff like that, because there are horses that specialize in shorter races, and then there are horses that specialize in longer races. Kind of like with, well, first to twos, right? You could say that people there are people who specialize in first to twos, and then there are players who specialize in first to threes. So maybe I would say, as like a good in between, have some tournaments be first to twos, and then have some tournaments first to threes the entire way, and see how that, or correction on the first two. So like obviously have some tournaments be first two in pools, I should clarify, and then have other tournaments be first three the entire way. You know what I mean? So, and see how how it lands, how first to three, how's the first to three format would stick as a whole versus, okay, having only first three in top eight or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you understand what I'm coming from?
Yep.
With the whole players specializing in this and that or whatever. So yeah, like
Yeah, like there are, believe it or not, there are players that train to do, to have that what's the word? Not, it's like stamina, but I guess I'll use that word.
like
Stamina
mental,
to
like that mental,
Yeah.
like endurance, right?
Yeah, there you go. Mental endurance to only last for
Mhm.
like first to three, and then after that they just burn out.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
And that's the thing, like Chad and those who are listening, when Hawk and I with our other friends would do our Smash Bros sessions, we would go for hours, but we felt it like what? Like after the 15th round, like we were feeling it. Like
Yeah,
I don't want to stop. I mean, it's like I want to stop, but I cannot.
yeah.
'Cause I remember Espaka when you guys were fighting my Incineroar.
Yes.
I could hear it under his breath. Like,
Yeah.
I knew I should have dodged, but I don't know why I did it. It's like, oh, you're already hitting that
Yeah.
burnout.
Yeah. Yep. It's what definitely happens in Uma Musume. If you don't have enough healing skills or stamina skills, your Uma will burn out by the last spurt, and that's not good, right? So yeah, there is a lot going on more than just playing video games, right? For money, there's a lot to it. Like just like anything, like if you're gonna watch it from the outside, you're definitely not gonna get everything or understand everything you're seeing until you actually do yourself. Like go through the training and all the sort of the stuff that other professionals go through. It happens, right? Like all the outsiders are just gonna be like, oh, they're just playing video games for money, like all that stuff. Or same with voice acting. Oh, they're just talking on the mic. Oh, I could do that sort of mentality. So yeah, there definitely is a lot to it. I mean, I guess there definitely is an argument on both sides, but personally for me, I would love to see more of the first to threes being more of a standard versus the first to twos, just because it just offers more chances for those like hype moments, and like really shows each of those players, or gives those players a chance rather, to really hopefully shine and make a big comeback, and like make it a even match versus just like getting plowed over 2-0 and that's it, right? Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Like ding done. It's like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not done.
Yeah. Especially with Tekken, because Tekken always does this weird formatting in top 8 even, because they only do top 4 first to threes, because otherwise anything before that is still first to 2. Though granted, yes, each game of Tekken comprises of 3 rounds, rather than the traditional 2 that we're so used to. So there is that sort of discrepancy, I guess you could, if that's the word for it. But I think even still, the first of threes should be at least tried throughout, right? For, I would say, most games. I think the only exception is games like Dragon Ball Fighters, because they still take way too long, right, to complete the matches. So probably for the best to have that kind of game being first to 2 in pools, and then I guess have them being, first to 3 in the top 8. I think that's how it works, right, for fighters. So it's first to 3 all the way, I think, right? So for that game. But there has been sort of that the criticism in the past, including myself, that those finals, man, they take way too long. Way too long. Just because of how the game is built. Unfortunately. They tried to fix it. I think it's still an issue. Especially during its prime. But I guess it is what it is. But for the most part, like Street Fighter, yeah, City of the Wolves, Tekken, I think they definitely should consider doing first to threes throughout the whole thing. And again, yeah, the only other con obviously is the time. Because that's the biggest sort of like thing that makes people afraid to go through this format or even try it out, But from what I've been hearing, at least in places like Evo, for example, just hearsay, there have been times where, the what do you call it, those setups on, like pools days, there are times where they're empty. And so that kind of tells me that maybe doing first to threes is not going to take that much longer than doing first to twos, if done right, of course, right? If you manage and like actually like build a good team, especially on the production side of things, to make sure everything's running smoothly and all that stuff. Yeah, I think there is also that discrepancy of things being a little more difficult because it's a little longer. Because yeah, that means more manpower, more work hours, all that stuff. Just for the what do you call the judges, right? The referees, or what do you want to call them? So obviously, even though yes, it seems like first to threes is what a number of people are asking for, there are still some catches with the first to threes, I believe, and I think obviously one of the biggest ones is the time. Will we be able to finish by the time Sunday rolls up? That's the big question there. Any other thoughts for first to threes? Do you feel like first to threes throughout pools and everything else will take up significant amounts more time than doing first to 2 in pools? Or you don't know?
Probably it'll take a lot of time in the lower bracket, but once we hit the higher brackets, no, it's just gonna be like rolling.
Right.
But again, it depends on which game.
Yes.
Like
That always...
Tekken I can definitely see it blowing the first to 3 like nothing matters, so to speak. Street Fighter 6 probably will be the one, will take its time, slow.
Yeah.
Guilty Gear, depending on the new patch, and also it depends on the patches and blah, blah.
True. There's always a lot of those variables.
Yeah,
right.
So
yes.
So I want to say, bottom line, yeah, it the main factor is the game and the competitors, of how versatile they are with using the amount of time they have.
Yeah. Okay, so going off of Arsene Nash again, yeah. So even he's kind of like mentioning what I was just talking about with Evo. Even at Evo, I've seen plenty of stations available. Many setups are just sitting unused, which means there's no excuse for not running first to three. If time is the issue, it can be managed better. We don't mind starting early or finishing late. Players train countless hours and travel across the world, often spending more than more than we earn just to compete. Then to play first, to then play first to two, it just feels too short, especially in modern fighting games. Yeah. So this is just, of course, just from one professional player's perspective. Obviously, there are probably other professional players who can offer a different perspective and maybe a counterpoint against doing first to threes in pools. But again, personally for me, I would like to see it being tried at least give it a go. If it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. You know, at least it was tried. Is what I would like to see, rather than just like, oh, we think the time will be too significant, whatever, like all that stuff. You know. I wanna say that there are probably like locals that do that to the first three. So, but I haven't really heard like how they've been running things, or and obviously locals being smaller, right? Obviously that's probably not as noticeable as something like Evo, for example, right? That's like the probably the biggest one still in terms of like a number of players, so it's like always like 10 over 10K ish no matter what. So it's gonna be a lot of people to get through them pools and such, but we'll see how the esports will go when it comes to fighting games. And hopefully there'll be some sort of like rift just to keep things more interesting, and hopefully that rift will involve with having the first of threes being that norm established. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. This is kind of like a funny moment / unfortunate moment depending on who you are, but this is a clip from EWC involving with Punk versus Xiaohai, right? And this is kind of where the point of the first of threes being a standard format kind of comes from, because of these sort of moments. So this is basically a group match of Punk versus Xiaohai. Both Xiaohai and Punk are 2-2 down to the rounds, right? They both have one round, so it's like just really down to the wire pretty much. And so we got this moment thanks to having the first of three being that format for EWC.
He needed that hit stun. Oh! What a way to steal it! The charge, the CA on deck as well. Punk is confident that that's it. He's standing up, he's celebrating. It is gonna be 3-2, not yet. He has to play still. Oh, are you serious? You cannot make this up. Oh my, so high! Somehow, some way, still takes the W. Punk standing up prematurely. Oh no!
Xiao's other half. The girl that was like,
oh, that's Xiaohai's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, she was like, oh my god, a free win.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
And that's the thing, like, some people don't like that, but I like to see early pop-offs, because it's like, wow, they got it. And then as we saw, like, the fuck are you doing? Get back on your chair.
Yeah. Yeah. The whole "what are you standing up for" moment. Oh man, no, yeah, man. I remember seeing that Oshige moment, man. Like me and Berta Hermes were like right there. Like, oh my god. That was back in 2015, man. That was just wow. I remember being in the seats for that one.
I remember. Well, I at the time I was still at home.
At home, yeah.
And when I saw that moment, I was like, I was like,
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes like time for you like slows down so you can kind of like assess the situation. I was like, ah,
Yeah.
that timer seems to keep counting down, sir, sir. Okay, it's like okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just like one of those moments, man, and Punk is just like, oh man, I'm the one who is in that moment with the premature pop off. Yeah, man. Oshige, and now it's now Punk, right?
It's like Punk Punk. I mean, it probably wasn't in his like inner head monologue or voice, but he probably was like, "Damn, I'm an asshole."
Mhm. Yeah. Yep. What a moment. What a moment that was. And then it's
Yeah.
funny because there was a clip of Chris Wong, or somebody named Chris Wong, put up a clip of how this particular combo, or how that particular situation
Marion.
should have played out. Yeah, so he basically um did the same thing that
Try
Punk did.
to
Yeah,
try to recreate it.
recreate the moment. So for this combo, he did the same exact thing, and then see how it didn't kill. So if he just did this command grab and then just super, or CA. Okay, the CA is going. Boom, kills, right? Whereas Punk did the command grab and then he did the extra bits, which yeah, there's a thing called scaling, and scaling is a
Yeah, the
bitch.
scaling.
Yes.
But sometimes when you're on stage, you kind of want to show some fluff, you know. Just
Right.
sprinkle.
There's always that
Sprinkle.
balance, right? Do you want to
Like you just want to sprinkle, just
You
sprinkle
wanna-
that little like fluff instead of
Yeah.
just ending it.
I mean, hey, but there's the other side, right? Like, do you really want to do that? Because there's money, there's a prize money, right? Like, you know,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So, do you want to be that meta player, or do you want to be that showman, like the showy, like the entertainer? Do you want to be that entertainer, right? So you gotta like pick and choose, right? Do you want the fame? You want you want to be the people's champ, or do you want to actually win that money? So that's kind of the choice you are to make at one point at least. And I think if you gotta take the money route, hey, I don't blame you. Money makes the world go round, right? So yeah, kind of funny of how that whole thing played out.
Yep.
I actually I was watching that particular stream live, and I saw that Punk moment, and I was like, oh man, that was yeesh. Why did he do that? But he's it's funny because he's done it once before at least.
Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of like a common occurrence for Punk to just pop off, I guess. But now I guess he's going to be a little more careful going into
a little more self-aware.
Oh, yeah. But you know what? Sometimes you really feeling yourself, you're gassing yourself up. Like I'm gonna crush this motherfucker. Right? I'm gonna crush that one player. Right? This one player has been getting on my nerves, or really getting to me, or living in my head, rent-free kind of vibes. Right? There are moments like that, and you know what? Hey, it happens, man. It's the sort of heat of the moment. You pop off too early or prematurely. It happens, man. It's gonna happen to somebody else at one point, because it's just like that's how it works. That's how the heat of the moment works.
Yep.
But for now, enjoy it. Enjoy while it's hot on the plate.
Yep.
But yeah, but that also kind of goes to show the first to three is what opens these opportunities, right? That's the opportunities that opens for first to threes all the way, because that's good for the spectators, because they get to see more Street Fighter or Tekken or whatever it is, right? while the players get to enjoy more games, trying to adapt more or just have more time to think like, okay, how should I do this, blah blah blah, like, you know. So there is a sense of more wins for both sides, but you know, again, time could be of the big obstacle to make that happen. So anyway, that's all said for the fighting game stuff. Let's go ahead and flip around a little bit, and let's go ahead and cover the ZZZ stuff just so we can get it out of the way. All right. So because it
My
is like
VTuber just died.
the what is done?
My VTuber just died.
Oh,
I died.
Oh.
Hold on, kids.
Okay. I'll
They can hear me.
yeah.
But keep going.
All right, I'll get the
Smiling. I'm smiling.
I'll get the video set up and then or the tab set up while you're still getting yourself set up again. Oh yeah, let me get this out of the way. So for those who are still kind of curious of like what the hell was the Aston Martin thing about with the collaboration of ZZZ, it basically is a little giveaway that they're doing on actually Hoyo Lab rather than something like Gamescom for some reason. So they did do a giveaway. I don't know if it's still going or not, but basically you just have to like the post and comment on where would you like to cruise around in New Eridu and stuff like that. So
That counts ass. I mean, what?
and the prize actually comprises of a 2024 Aston Martin Vantage 1/18 scale model car. It's an limited edition one, so I'm guessing that it'll have like the sort of the ZZZ sort of makeover or something like that, or some sort of like
Something like that,
something
maybe.
like that, yeah. And then also the winner will get a perfect match series, which is basically a bundle of avatars, avatar mini badge surprise box, which actually comprises of 8 designs, and it says random volume or something like that. It's a little weird, but you know, that's what it is. So I guess what that could be, I'm thinking is oh, okay, so maybe like you'll get like 30 random like avatars or something of like your agents. Yeah, of like, and then I don't know if they're like buttons or they're like stickers or whatever it is, mini badge. I don't know. Like I don't know what that means. Like, but hopefully it'd be like cool, either like nice looking stickers or like an actual badge or something that you can like pin onto your like jacket or backpack or like something. I don't know. What would have been kind of cool would have been like 30 patches for your like your varsity jacket or something. That would have been kind of cool. Yeah, that would have been kind of nice actually. So okay, so I guess it's okay, so that's funny because it was going on from August 26th to today. So August 23rd, pretty much 11 o'clock UTC +8 time zone, I guess. And the winner will be announced on the 29th. So yeah, basically it's just a little quick giveaway kind of thing. It wasn't like nothing significant. They didn't like, oh, we're gonna give away 1 car to 1 lucky winner or something like that. That would have been lit, but you know, it's it is a bit, it is a lot. It is a lot. Yeah. I mean that the winner would have to probably pay taxes anyway. So
Of course.
yeah, that's the kind of the catch, right? When it comes to these sort of prizes, gotta be careful with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is essentially it for that. For those who were curious. Oh, yeah, the VTuber is back. Nice.
I died, and I came back again.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Destiny. We were just talking about. We were just starting to talk about ZZZ. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So obviously I did talk about 2.2 yesterday, but I'm gonna talk about it again, but with Zawa this time. So let's go ahead and break it all down. Let's get to it. Let's get talking about
It
um
did suck.
about characters like Seed and of course Orphie here. I've been having very conflicted feelings about Seed and Seed Senior because of like until Zawa made a very generous offer of just helping out with the polls. No disclose amount or anything like that, but yeah. But yeah, so I guess it'll like soften the blow a little bit. So I do appreciate it. And I guess with that, I will try to go for the pity, and because I do have enough for that amount. And so I'll set off the pity and see how I feel from there. So I guess I'm gonna go for Seed after all. But I will before Orphie, I'm gonna be a little more like go like lock the fuck in on this. So by the time Orphie's banner is almost done, then I'll calculate the remaining amount, and then I'll be like, okay, I guess I'll have to pay this amount to try to get Orphie. So yeah, because Orphie is just that character for me. But yeah, so let me bring up the what do you call the summary or whatever you want to call it.
The 7-minute one. Yep. I thought you.
Oh no. Come on, we're gonna save that for a bit. We're gonna save it. Sorry, I'm gonna
You awaken something in me, sir.
Yeah, I know. You gotta suppress it until we get there. Okay.
Tell a gay furry to fucking suppress his urges.
Yes.
Good job.
I know, right?
It's like telling.
That's like telling a lion. That's like telling a lion to not eat meat until dinner time.
No, what I was gonna say, it's like telling a normal person, stop gooning. Good luck with that.
Oh yeah. So,
but who's normal here? No one's normal.
Yeah, I mean that's that's a whole nother conversation. But 2.2, of course, is pretty straightforward. If when you break it down, it's offering the main news story of 2.2 called "Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night." Kind of a mouthful, but that's what it is. So this will be focusing on, of course, the proxies, but also Seed and Orphie. There's an emphasis on that, featuring, of course, the rest of Obo Squad, and even with an appearance of, or rather, pretty big appearance of each one. And perhaps we'll probably see some hints of new characters later on. But even after that, we do have an agent story for Seed, so we're gonna have extra story to go along with that. But this is just focusing on Seed. Now, of course, probably the biggest part of these sort of announcements, of course, is the characters. So we have Seed going first, and then we have Orphie and Magus going second. So after the sort of like, well, what are your thoughts right away? Like, how are you feeling now about these two characters?
I mean, my wallet's already dying, so
I know, right? I know.
Like, I already paid off my remaining balance on my credit card from Evil.
Yeah, that's good. Same here.
Now I'm gonna use it again next week, or maybe Monday, to buy a game that I put into the docket.
Oh, did you?
What else?
Okay.
But I still want to question who was the character designer. Well, the clothing designer for Seed, because there are some interesting accessories on her that are very what's it called? A little on the nose, like sir, ma'am, Why does she have that on her body? Explain to me.
Uh-huh.
Who who is this clothes for?
Oh, yeah.
And why feet?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of emphasis on the feet. Yeah, because even like during the main trailer for 2.2, there's like a shot of her feet. I'll play right now.
With the self-defense system is strictly prohibited. Warning.
I have to be stronger. If I just get stronger. Promise me, Captain Magus, in front of the proxy.
Good God.
Won't make such grievous mistakes like she did.
The proxy has my witness.
Feet. My God. This is a really cool shot though. Just to be fair. Oops. Hold on. When they show the group like that. Pretty cool. I like this. I like this.
I think I know why they're showing feet. Is because they're trying to prove that they can draw and model feet, unlike a certain well-known artist in the comic book industry for a long time that he did not know how to draw feet, Mr. Rob like Layfield.
Oh, what does he draw?
Yeah, so Rob Layfield was pretty much the go-to for a lot of old 80s Marvel comics. But his one trait that became like kind of like a small jab to him is that he can't draw feet.
Oh, that's so funny.
Like I'll show you examples of his work. Like you'll probably be like, oh, I recognize that art, and then it's like, yeah, you can tell like he's more comfortable with feet being covered instead of showing toes and whatnot.
Oh, so he can draw like shoes and stuff, but not like actual human feet. Okay, got it.
Yeah, even like bestial feet, he kind of bad on that. So it's like,
well, I know like
so you know,
yeah, I know plenty of fan artists, even especially during my days of DeviantArt, tell me that they've always have a hard time with hands.
oh yeah, hands.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, you know, I get it. Not everyone like can draw certain parts of the human body because it's pretty difficult. It's not the easiest thing in the world.
It's not, but it's more funny with my friend when she was trying to learn how to draw not safe for work stuff.
Yeah.
She came to me and like, how do you draw deer? And I was like, what?
What?
I was like, go look. I was like, you have a boyfriend. Use him as your muse.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I don't want to. It's ugly. I was like,
So,
God damn.
yeah. So yes, it is a little disappointing that Seed is doing a lot of fighting outside the robot. So you only get to see Seed during like certain moments, including the special attacks and the ult.
I wonder if you like build up like another bar.
Yeah, because you are building some sort of like, yeah.
Yeah, so once you build up that bar, as long as it's built or whatnot, you can be in the mech.
I'm
instead
not
of it.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. That's me breathing in the copium, like
the hopium gas. Yeah. So if we take a listen of Seed Senior.
I just wanted to go
Daddy.
on a journey with her.
Yeah.
To prove that the heart is real. You're willing to help me?
So now we know for sure that he is actually, you know, like a sentient, separate being. He you know, he can think for himself, all that stuff. And of course, there's Orphie.
Target the weak spot. Covering fire.
Forget the orders. I didn't form Oval to dance to someone else's tune.
Our hearts have been beating together since the day we were born, Captain Magus.
You're not the same flame you once were. You don't deserve the name I gave her. Magus! Aren't you the one who saved me from despair? Answer me.
The glory of wielding their authority has finally come to me. They can make your wish come true.
My wish.
Your mission ends here. Seed.
You've got sharp and beautiful eyes. I hope you'll never become the enemy of Krampus.
All right. So if you notice, Zawa, that in that sort of small moment, there was an actual new character talking. So she was saying like, "Oh, I hope we don't become an enemy of Krampus." So those who are familiar enough, or rather not familiar enough, Krampus is the sort of private sort of squad within Tops, and of course that's kind of like affiliated with Damian Blackwood, you know, the rich guy kind of with the blue hair, that was kind of like being an asshole to Alice at one point.
The rich bitch.
The rich bitch, yeah. So he's kind of like has close ties as well, and so that is allegedly a hint or a little bit of a foreshadow for the Little Rabbit Theron that we saw in the 2.0 trailer back a while back. Zao. That's the little rabbit that kind of like pops up from the shoulder of Damien, or at least somewhat or at least a man who resembles Damien for now, allegedly Damien. Yeah. So this is seemingly her voice in the game.
Seed.
You've got sharp and beautiful eyes. I hope you'll never become the enemy of Krampus.
I believe in my dear children. They are the brilliant Phaethon.
And then maybe the brilliant Phaethon part is the teacher or the professor, or whatever you want to call her. Yeah. Maybe. And then, so that was the story trailer, obviously. So yeah. Any thoughts on like the, what do you call, the visual side of the combat capabilities for either of the two?
Well, again, like I've already seen the closed beta of their
Yeah, of their stuff. Yeah, their kit.
other stuff.
But now it's
The
officially
kit,
out.
yeah,
Like,
it's
yeah.
officially out. Well, with Seed again, I wish we spent more time in the mech,
Of course.
but we don't know. They
Right.
probably might change it, like maybe in 3.0, like there'll be
yeah, okay. Maybe they'll do like some sort of a, yeah, like a buff, quote
like a
unquote.
revise.
Yeah, revise,
Like, maybe like if Hoyo was listening or is listening, maybe in 3.0, your special gauge, the one, well, for me because I play on controller, triangle.
Yeah.
If you fill that up to 100%, you can swap. You can hit a different swap button, and you play as Senior Seed
Yeah.
until that bar goes down.
Right. So kind of like a fuel gauge almost, or energy bar for Seed Senior. Yeah. Yeah. That could work.
For Magus,
Magus, Orphie, yeah.
no, Magus also.
Yeah.
I wish there was a get over here with Magus. Like if she in the middle of the combo, she'll just like grab the nearest enemy and pulls them in.
Right. I mean, yeah, even though she fights with the knife, or at least Orphie anyway, yeah, I think she's supposed to be overall playing a long distance game with the tail, Magus, so with the beams and everything. So she is supposed to be an aftershock unit who, like, okay, you just do one thing and then you get off the field. Like she's gonna be like an off-field support for the most part. And then for the
You'll be like, she'll be like, "Pew, okay, I'm done."
yeah, and then whereas Seed, she's a little more of like a weird in between. She's like deep for both DPS and some sort of like a support for your other attack agent because she's supposed in her kit she supports other attack agents. So in Seed teams, it's gonna comprise of 2 attackers and and then whatever you want, like a support or whatever, right? So it's gonna be a little bit of a little rift in the usual sort of like routine, I guess you could say, because you mainly have one attacker and then you have like a support and then you have like some sort of like other support or something like that, like yeah. Normally, yeah. Or I mean, I guess you could kind of consider like, oh, like 2 anomaly units, and then you have the 1 support, or you have all 3 anomaly units. So maybe they're trying to like make it so like attack units can also be comprised of having 2 attackers, and then you have the 1 support or whatever. So it looks like like Seed is gonna be sort of like the hybrid, like a weird in between. So my only concern is that will she be adequate as just being a main DPS? Because for me, in my situation, I don't like Harumasa as much. Like, yeah, maybe he can hold his own in the long game, but I just don't like how he plays. So I kind of want a different electric attacker or electric attack unit. So that's why I have that sort of like excuse to try to go for Seed. But Orphie is just kind of just like, I like her look, I like her character, but I also like her kit as well. Being a fire support or fire, excuse me. I think she's actually attack. I think she's considered attack unit. It's funny. So she, for the most part, is going to be, I guess, a sub DPS. But what she's going to be really good though is one of her passives, which is to actually ignore defense. So she's going to be she already has a defense shred built into her kit, which is why she's going to be pretty sought after for the proxies, I should say. So that's why there's kind of just like this. There was this conflict I had, like, okay, should I focus on Orphie more, or should I focus on Seed and Orphie, or that sort of thing. But at this point, I'm just gonna try to go set off the pity on Seed's banner, see how I feel after, and hopefully, I don't know, by the time Orphie comes around, maybe a miracle can happen or something. I don't know. Yeah. So this is going to be a pretty tough little season, I guess. No, not season. Like, there's going to be a tough patch on the wallet. Because, yeah, there's these 2 characters, yeah, are pretty cool in their own right. Any feelings when it comes to pulling the characters? Are you, like, feeling Orphie more? Or are you feeling Seed more? Or you want both of them? Yeah.
Motherfucker, both. And my credit card, it runs away from me, but I know where it lives.
But how do you
grab it by the balls and be like, "Yep, here we go."
Yeah. How are you feeling though between the 2?
Probably more on Seed, because I pretty much grew up, standard DBZ, Sailor Moon, and Mahou Shoujo type of anime, but I felt more in line with mecha anime.
Yeah, robots, Gundam, all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I like Transformers is an American cartoon, but
Yeah, funny enough. Even though the toys originated from Japan, but the show, the first show that we know, yeah, that's American produced.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to Seed Senior, I was hoping the voice would be there's a little more to it, but it's not bad. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's just, it's hopefully I was hoping for a little more pizzazz, if that makes sense. Like, I was hoping it would have like sounded more like Gary Chalk's take on Optimus Prime or Optimus Primal. And then of course, if they managed to somehow miraculously cast Peter Cullen as Seed Senior, aka Optimus Prime, right? All for for us Transformers fans, that would have been sick. That would be really cool.
Yes.
Right. Because in Japanese, it's the main Japanese seiyuu for Optimus Prime, aka Convoy. So it would have been like this nice parallel to have some sort of Optimus Prime English voice actor to voice Seed Senior in the English side of things. But maybe he's asking for a little too much. But for what it is though, he does look pretty cool in combat. It's just the other part, which is Seed being on the scooter and everything. Like, if she was in the mech most of the time, let's just say, then I would have been like, okay, I'm pulling for Seed. Like, no hesitation, no shot, whatever. But yeah. But she also has the support built into her kit because she supports, like I said, like she supports attack agents. So that's why, yes, you're kind of like more incentivized to have 2 attack agents, including her, of course, including Seed herself, and whoever you choose.
Yes.
Yeah. Theoretically, Sambi would have been the best choice because they're like really pushing her in these sort of trailers. But someone like Evelyn could potentially work, especially when you have Orphie, right? Because they're both being fired and everything. And then you have Astra to fill in the support gap, potentially. My only concern is, will that be enough to stun the enemy? That I can't say. But maybe because Orphie is so good, she might just make up for it in just pure defense shred damage. I don't know. Right? Because again, she already has it built in her kit. So in theory, right, maybe, Orphie, since I have Trigger, and then someone like Evelyn to fill in the attack slot could work theoretically, but there's gonna be a lot of defense shredding for sure. You want to defense shred, yeah, for sure. Especially when you have Trigger's engine. She's just really good, really crazy. All right, so that's essentially what's happening here. And then when it comes to, you have the engines, of course, for each character, right? There are the new Bangbu, including Mercury, which is like the other Obo Squad. No, I think it is the Obo Squad Bangbu. And then like somewhere in the event, you'll be able to earn one called Excalibur, which is like very King Arthur themed. Can either pull the sword out of the stone or he doesn't. And when he doesn't, he basically uses it as a hammer, which is like really cute and funny. It would have been really funny if this Excalibur would have done the Fate, the Fate series Excalibur with the big beam and everything. That would have been really, really funny. But obviously, yeah, that's too much. That's still a little much, even though Star Rail
Too
did
much work and the what you call the maybe the extra, not tax dollars, but the extra right dollars.
the rights. Yeah, they were maybe. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Star Rail did have the Fate collab with Fate, or the Fate collab, yeah. But yeah, anyway. Not much of not too much of a ask, but anyway, or excuse me, not too much to prioritize. Anyway,
Yep.
drive discs, new ones are coming.
Yep.
So Moonlight Lullaby is going to be very good for most supports except for Astra, because Astra is a little different. But for the most part, it's very straightforward. It provides more energy, and it provides just like, oh, if you use the support characters like special attacks or whatever, it ults, it just activates the 4-piece set effect, which is to just give more damage amongst your whole team. So it's gonna be a very, very straightforward, effective, simple, and effective drive disc set. This one is more emphasis on the attack DPS units, covering the basic attacks. So any characters who have like an emphasis on basic attacks will benefit from this because it just provides more basic attack damage overall, especially when they activate their special EX specials or just special attacks and their ults as well. So it's just extra damage all around. So this would theoretically would work, I think, on someone like Sambi or Silver Ambi and units, other such units who do a lot of basic attacks. All right. And then, yes, so you already know, yes, Seed, there's Seed Senior behind her. She's an electric attack type or attack agent.
Electric. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. Engine for her. And then simultaneously, Trigger will come back for anyone who has not gotten Trigger for during the first time around. Electric stun unit, very good, especially when if you do plan to get her engine. Very, very strong. A rank agents for this particular banner will be Ambi and Nicole. All right. And then second part will be comprising of Orphie and Magus, which is the duo that makes up Orphie. And then yeah, so she's rated, or she's considered a fire attack agent. There's her engine. And then the other person in question for this part of the banner is Evelyn, funny enough. Also a fire attack unit, but she's more so an on-field DPS unit than, of course, Orphie and Magus. Orphie and Magus will be your off-field DPS, while providing still some sort of support as well with buffing your team with like the defense shred. Yes. So very good already in that department. During the Orphie banner, the A rank agents will be Lucy and Anton with their respective engines at that. Optimizations are also a thing, are going to be happening as well, including something about the temple stuff. Yeah, the temple management optimization, more shortcuts, I guess. Trust mission display stand something. Oh yeah, so it's like the collectibles, I guess. I guess you could add more or something like that. Okay. And then W engine recommendation feature. Okay. Nothing too big to write home about, but I guess it's nice for those who kind of want it. During the first part, I believe for 2.2, we'll get the free 10 master tapes. Of course, not all at once. They always do this like day by day. Kind of annoying, but that's how they work. And then the same thing for Boo Pawns, where that's the thing to pull the Bong Boos for. New event with the Bong Boos. I think this is the RTS minigame event. So I think this is where you'll be able to grab a copy of Excalibur if you want. This is some sort of combat event. So Problem Soldier Boot Camp is what it's called. Edna Treasure Hunt. I forget exactly what this one was, but it's just another mini event. Spotlight Showdown is also another mini event. Rhythm Rave is the rhythm game event that Hoya loves to do. from time to time. Yeah, so you have some rhythm games going, and then this is the Wish Bottle Drift is basically like a login event. You do a couple of missions and you get just extra little goodies. Of course, we get the routine cleanup double bonus, so you get more drive discs. Oh no, excuse me. Oh yeah, you get more drive disc stuff. And then XP if you want, if you so choose. And then later on, you'll also get a data bounty bonus, so double rate up for the XP, W engine materials, the whatever else, right, that you need. And then once again, there is another collaboration going on with Razor and Zenless Zone, with Miyabi being the center, right, of this collaboration. So there's going to be a lot of like merchandise featuring her, including the mouse pad, the chair, keyboard, so on and so forth. For those who are into that stuff, don't forget to redeem this code Opal Squad for a free 300 polychromes and other little goodies. Always do that after every special program, just so you can, you know, get a little more of an edge, right? Every little thing helps, right? Okay, so that's pretty much it for that. So now, my opinion has changed because, you know, Zawa was, or offered his generous little helping, just a little bit, to help me try to get Seed, hopefully. But we'll see.
Yeah, I'm trying to make Seed go to Hawk's house.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah. By the way,
again, with our luck,
yeah,
throughout the years we spent in Faith Go, this motherfucker is gonna get it more faster than I will get it.
Yeah, because you're wanting Seed more than Orphie. Yes, is that the consensus here? Is that the sort of?
So the desire meter is high as fuck.
Yeah.
Hawk's desire meter is normal. So Hoyo is gonna listen to Hawk's desire more than mine, and I'm just gonna give him like a very like I know where you live. I'm coming over. Lock your doors.
Yeah, Zawa sponsorship. Yeah, Zawa sponsorship. That's basically kind of what it is. Brought to you by Zawa. Kind of, yeah. Yeah. But you can kind of think of it like that. But what we don't have to really think about is Komano Manato. Komano, it was the big dude bro, Theron, K9 Theron guy with the big old claymore. And actually protected your ass during one part of the story. And he even took some hits. Quite the tank. But by the end, he was like coughing up blood, and he kind of took the bench, unfortunately. But
his clothes should have been ripped after that hit.
I know, right? Yeah, just saying,
just saying, Hoyo, you want to sell faster? Do that.
Yeah,
shirtless. Come on.
Yeah, let's go ahead and play the video real quick.
Let me make this clear. If they mess with you,
I love the camera zoom on his chest. Is like this is what you'll fucking look at, bitches. We know what you are.
Yeah.
A finger on you while I'm free. No one will lay a finger on you while I'm around.
Yep. So that's
no one will lay a finger on you while I'm around. So are you saying that you're gonna finger me? Komano?
God damn it, Zawa.
I'm all for it, honey. Just take me on a date first.
Oh, you like the foreplay?
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I make the joke with views. Like, take me on a date first before you kill me.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Zawa.
Yeah, come on, take me on a date first before so I can find my gag reflex.
God damn it.
5 inches in the back. I still haven't showed you that fucking critical role stuff. I'll get it ready.
Well, in any case,
oh god.
Yeah. Komano is as hinted with the lack of animation in this particular video, is going to be, yes, an A rank agent, much to the dismay of a number of people, and to the point where they claim to be quitting the game and such like that. But yeah, he's going to be an A rank rupture fire agent. Any thoughts on anything that was said for Komano's sort of status?
For his status, it's more on his character design. Like, I get it. In this world, there are like probably Tyrants that have more of the human side and stuff, but let's be real. Everyone, just for a moment. Hoyo, you grabbed the furry community by the literal balls when you showed Lycon.
Yeah.
Why now did you guys kind of like pull back on doing a full furry version of Kamado?
Yeah.
Because be honest with me, huh? If you can, with your eyes, erase his ears.
Yeah.
And he's just a regular dude, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, his story wouldn't change. Is that well, not like dramatically, but
right.
Let's just say, yeah, he was a full-fledged tyrant.
Yeah.
I think that's what everyone wanted Kawano to be.
Yeah.
Or again, maybe in 3.0, he'll have it oak. He'll have an oak costume of him being a full tyrant.
Or maybe
I'll fucking buy that.
Maybe somewhere in the story he has like werewolf sort of like thing going on, so maybe they'll retrofit his design to be like more towards that sort of like design. Maybe they could always try to fit that into the story somehow, somewhere, because I mean it is called Spook Shack, so maybe they can try to fit in the sort of the spooky vibes, the
Spooky
horror.
vibes,
yeah.
But then it's a little conflicting because of how Victoria Housekeeping is pretty much the old Universal Monsters.
Yeah, true. It is. So
like Lycon is the token Wolfman.
Yeah.
Rina is
the ghost.
She's more of a ghost. Yeah, ghost
girl. Ghost. Well,
Corin is Frankenstein.
Yeah, Corin is Frankenstein. Alan is Jaws, basically.
Jaws, or if you want to kind of like stretch it out,
Edward Scissorhands.
The creature.
Oh,
the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh, kind of, yeah.
If you want to stretch it, or move the goalpost. There you go.
Yeah, we can move the goalpost. Yeah. But I mean, if you think about it, though, Mockingbird is also kind of riding off of the horror theme too, with the vampire, and then you also have like the Banshee, which is Vivian. Vivian's the Banshee, and then Hugo Vlad, right? So you can kind of like make that excuse to try to retrofit Kamado being like an actual changing werewolf or wolfman character, maybe somewhere in the story. I don't know if they want to actually make him a full-on furry instead of just like a dude with animal ears or whatever, right? Make him, for now he just kind of looks like a Gajinka of Shadow the Hedgehog to me.
That's one buff ass, tall ass Shadow.
Yes, very tall, buff, fucking built like a shit brick house version of Shadow the Hedgehog.
Now I'm trying to imagine Shadow in its actual height, buff as fuck, and I'm like, just like I'm 5'7", 5'8", and Shadow. Well, the hedgehogs are kind of like what, 3 feet?
Yeah, they're 3 feet.
I'm just like looking down, going like, Jesus.
Yeah.
And chaos energy fucking did a number on you, huh, sir?
Yes. Yeah, so that's all we officially know for now. I did take a we did take a look. Well, me and Faka
Yeah.
and also Michi did take a look at the animations somewhere off the street, let's just say, and we saw some stuff.
They found it. They found it on the back of a US UPS truck.
Yeah,
It just magically fell out of it. Just magically.
yeah, yep. Do you feel though that he deserved to be in S rank, or how are you feeling about the whole sort of debacle between the A rank and the S rank sort of conundrum?
Honest opinion, I'm indifferent of him being S or A.
Yeah,
It's just I because I also saw the animation. The way he looks, okay, I'm stereotyping him already. I wish he was more of a brawler. Yeah,
yeah,
and the sword, the claymore or whatever you want to call his sword,
yeah.
was just the like not like the like the secondary like it's the secondary weapon. And yeah, I wish he was more of a brawler. Like he would just kind of like a mixture of lighter with I guess a bit of Seth. You know, like how Seth, when he charges his
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
his weapon to make it bigger, kind of like that.
Yeah, yeah.
part of
Basically,
him.
he's basically a charge blade user.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
But, like,
That would be
or,
pretty neat.
you know, I'll make it easier on us to visualize. I wish they kind of made him more like. I mean, you can see it in the animation that we found on in that box. Thank you, UPS. There's some animations. It reminds me of So Bad Guy. I was like, I need more of that.
Especially with the fire. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Maybe, yeah, maybe if he fight more like So Bad Guy, Matt would have probably made things a little better, especially, have some sort of like command grab animation or something like that. That would have been kind of sick. But yeah. Don't know how would that work with bigger enemies. But man. So I kind of get it, like, because there is a bit of the imbalance of females versus males, right? Like overall. But yeah, the S rank thing, I get it. But there's also a lacking sort of library, I guess you say, of A ranks at the moment. So, you gotta, draw the line somewhere.
Someone has to take the hit.
Someone has to take the hit, exactly. Someone has to take the hit, and happens so to be Komano, right? Yes, he's also just happens so to be a male Theron, kind of like Seth, right? In that sort of situation, but it is what it is. I mean, he's going to be the A rank agent, but that also means at least you technically have accessibility to try to pull for him anytime, like theoretically.
Yeah.
Because yeah, he's an A rank, so he's gonna be in rotation even after his debut. So that means you'll be able to get him anytime. Whereas if he's an S rank, God knows how long they're gonna rotate around back to Komano and such. Also,
And then
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and then I don't know where I saw it on Twitter. How Hoyo was saying that what's one of the factors of making playable characters is how much of a demand the players are to say, like, I want this guy or this girl as a
Yeah.
playable, and someone like quickly going like, okay, then where the fuck is Big Daddy?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I love to play as Big Daddy, and hopefully he's an S rank.
Yeah, I think in that situation, because he was like, a leader at some point, I think he deserves an S rank. Whereas Komano, yeah, he's like the big strong guy, but I don't think he's like the leader by any means.
Yeah.
He's just kind of just like a very cool like bro. He's like a good like gym bro to have to help you spot or whatever, stuff like that, you know. Or you can call him a teddy bear, basically. Basically. You can also think of it like this, right? He's a rupture agent, and he's also A rank, which means he's kind of like, in theory, the sort of accessible rupture unit. Whereas Ishuan, again, who God knows how long she's going to be rotated back to here, for the proxies to pull and such like that. If case they haven't already. So yeah, I mean, again, someone had to take the bullet, and this is the guy, right? So at least at some point, the sort of more low budget players or free to play players are able to get Komano as that rupture agent for them to fill in that gap. All right, so that's pretty much the gist of that.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, one more thing though, because he's an A rank, trying to pull for A ranks or 4 stars in Hoyo games, I always say, and warn, sucks ass because the way the pity system works for the A ranks.
Yep.
There's no pity for, let's just say, Komano, for example. There's only pity for just A ranks, right? So if you, let's say like you do your tempo, and then your A rank is the engine, that means your next A rank will guaranteed be a character. The catch is that it could be any of the 2 A rank agents. You know, let's say Komano and, Fuckface or something, right? So or let's throw in Seth. Why not? Yeah, you're not guaranteed to get Komano. You're just guaranteed that A rank agent in that situation.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's why it's theoretically worse to try to pull for a specific A rank agent versus a specific S rank agent. More ways than one. Of course, you could get lucky in M6 that premier new fresh A rank agent like me. That's what happened. That's what happened with Pan Yi. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what happened. All right. So that's pretty much it for Komano.
What the fuck?
What?
Hold on. We got a new news on Kamano.
Oh, what's going on? What's going on?
Oh shit! I am. Now a lot of people will get pissy on this. I go for the Hypecast.
Okay. Development. We got a breaking news. Okay, let's see what's going on. Yeah. All right, what's going on here? Ooh. Ooh, okay. This is getting a little juicy. I hope. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna look in the comments real quick.
Yeah.
The way I don't believe this was a real interview. Nice try. Let me see. Huh. Well, hopefully If this is authentic,
Yeah, this is not that thing. It's more of like, it's like, ooh.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I noticed the A on his jacket or whatever. Wait, let me see.
the A stands for abs or ass.
S.
Either one is the correct answer.
Yeah. Our fans complained about not having A-ranks or male characters, so we decided to hit two birds with one stone. Look,
Yeah.
look, he even has an A-rank outfit.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, okay. This sounds like a shit post more than anything, but yeah.
It's shit, but you never. It's not off the beaten path. It's like
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is true that we were kind of like talking about, hey, we need more A-ranks. Like, what the fuck's going on?
we need more guys.
Yeah.
I need more dudes.
Mhm.
You mean nudes, right? No, I need dudes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And I mean, it's not too far off from the nose, if that's the saying, right? Of what actually happens in, at least in the ZZZ community. Huh. All right. Well, in any case, that is funny, and it is getting people riled up one way or the other. All
He's
right.
like, you motherfuckers.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. There was the other Spook Shack character, though, that did, quote unquote, rob the S rank title. And that is Lucia. For the most part, Lucia did come out of nowhere. I think she got a small little hint, depending on how much trust you have with Alice, or so your social link with Alice. But it was like a very vague hint, so it might have been not even for her even. Funny enough, or interestingly enough, even the English one did not offer any voice at the moment. And even the Japanese version, there's no voice for her. So yes, and you can see how she's moving in the video, so that means yes, she is definitely some sort of S rank. Ether and support. And I saw stuff on her, and yeah, she basically is what you see. You see the scepter, you see a spell book, you kind of get a big picture. Yeah, and then people were talking about this, like, oh, this was supposed to be Lucia or something like that, but there's some like conflicting things, so I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So maybe she'll be saved for later. I don't know. Maybe this design will be recycled for another character. I don't know, but it does look really cool though. We did talk about this off the stream, yes, but what are your thoughts on Lucia just from looking at her?
She belongs in Genshin, so
Yeah,
go that way.
yeah. It is a little strange to see something of more of like a fantasy design in a modern urban like type of environment like ZZZ, of course. But maybe there's a story to it. Maybe there is something going on, right? With why she has a spell book, why she has a scepter, what, what's with the get up and everything, the drip, as the kids would say. Yeah. I do notice though with some recurring designs with like the shorts and everything, this looks literally like something Ishiwan is wearing. And also what's her face? Jufufu with like the thigh strap, well, something on the there's always something on the thighs for the ladies in the game for the most part. And this is no exception. But clothing wise, it reminds me of Eula and Kole. I showed you in the DMs, Zawa. Like kind of like smacked together. Whereas her actual like face and everything, their hair, horns, and all that stuff, actually is reminiscent of Ganyu. Somebody pointed out. So I was like, oh damn, how did I miss that? Because like the hair, pretty much the same color. She got horns. She is allegedly a goat Theron. Which, okay, I can kind of get behind because, you know, the ears, the horns, right? So, yeah. All that does play up to her being kind of like the Ganyu sort of like variation, you could say, within the sort of Hoyoverse, right? But yeah, any like opinion on Lucia? How you feel? Are you like, oh my god, I gotta pull her or whatever? Like anything like that? Any desire for her?
There's too much females. I need more males.
Right. I get you. I get you.
That's
See,
why, again, if she was in Genshin and if I was playing Genshin, maybe
maybe.
I'll pull for her.
Right. Yeah, very first impressions, I thought she was gonna be some sort of like LARPer or like a like she's pretending to be in the fantasy world. Because it's like,
Mhm.
okay, like why do you have a spell book? Why do you have this scepter in a world of like technology and shit, right? So maybe she'll be like the one outlier and be like, hey, magic's the way to go or whatever, or I'm trying to keep magic alive or something like that. Maybe. That'd be kind
I
of
am the Baho Shoujo.
Maho Shoujo, yeah, basically. Or she could be more like a witch or something. I don't know, but she doesn't have a hat. But you know, that's like stereotyping. But anyway, yeah. I wonder if this arm is robotic or is just like armored up like Miyabi's arm. I wonder. But yeah, you know, a lot of questions definitely. But for now, even after looking at her, you know, off the street, let's just say, I'm like, all right. You know, I'm more
Like, that's nice.
right. It's nice. It does look cool objectively, but you know, I'm not like, oh my god, I want her. My desire meter is fucking
Give me
breaking.
her.
Yeah, it's not breaking by any means. Like, she kind of just there for now until obviously the story and like, what's her actual kit like? Like, what's her passives? Does she also shred defense? Does she help Komano? Right? Because she is a support. Does she also help Alice? You know? I don't know. So yeah, it's funny because Spook Shack's biggest DPS right now is Alice. And then you have, you know, Komano being the A rank rupture unit, so there is that. I wonder, and I am curious as to like what's her overall shtick? Why is she there in this world? You know, what's her significance or what's her role overall? What's her story being a part of Spook Shack, right? I don't know. There was one other thing I wanted to say. Um, it does also make me wonder as well. Are they going to add like characters in already pre-existing factions, right? Are we going to see more Victoria household people, right, as actual playable agents? Or, you know, same with Bellabog. Are they going to have, you know, more members in that little or should I say that company? Same with the cutting hairs. Are they going to recruit more people at some point? I don't know. You know, like, are there factions that you would like to see more of? Like, Do you want to see more Victoria? Do you want to see more Bellabog? Do you want to see more, oh, I don't know, Pupsec? Anything?
Be more of my biker gang.
More Sounds of Kaladin? Okay, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to see that rumored ass because it'll be fucking cool. Because they did it with Anby. Give us a fucking S rank version of Billy.
Yeah. Champion Billy. Yeah, that's also another thing too. Are they gonna really?
And he better not be like happy joy. He better be a fucking prick.
Like an asshole, but
like a genuine asshole. Like he looks down at you.
Yeah, like an asshole who can actually back up his shit. Yeah. Would be pretty awesome.
Like in the story, like I can picture it. You do the story, like Billy's like reminiscing. He's like, my days in the arena was so lovely, and then he tells it, and at the end you just see like the proxies and Lighter Lighter's like all happy, but everyone else is just like looking at Billy like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Billy would be like, I changed, guys, but I changed. He's like, yeah, we can see that, but what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. That would be a pretty funny way to tell the story. Oh yeah, speaking of Ambi, they say that they mentioned it in the what do you call it, the special program, that Ambi apparently is gonna get stronger or something like that, because they're like, oh, she's still training to find her inner potential or whatever. So I was like, oh shit, maybe is that like a code for like Sambi getting buffed at one point, like gameplay wise? That I don't know. That would be pretty cool. Yep. Interesting things right now with ZZZ. But I think the overall comments or something like that, it says, let's see, it says, oh yeah, well, I feel like it's a little mixed, like, oh, we need more horned people with horns. The GOAT has competition. I love you in every universe. Yeah, this is with Ganyu, right? There's Ganyu. Yeah, people keep bringing up this character right here because it's supposedly, allegedly a redesign from this character. She's so pretty. Lore wife goes hard. Close enough. Welcome back, Ganyu. Glad I made a choice to skip 2.2. There's one negative comment. At least 32 baby. Okay, bro. Okay, this shit is awful. Yep, no voiceover for now. It's Jover. The dream is dead. What a downgrade. She turned into a Honkai character. Yeah, okay, yeah, I can kind of see that. Ether support when Nicole and Astro already exist. Pretty funny how Lucia came out of nowhere and is already S rank, but the ironic part is that Minato in A rank actually gets more interactions than the new S rank. Hope you end up supporting Minato, or he supports you instead. I'll pull on your banner just to get Minato. Yeah, basically, right? Yeah. Wait, what? Lucia? They said there'd be some changes, but this is totally different. She's with SS or Spook Shack. Guess we know why they saved Minato. And she's Aether support. Seriously, I like her design, but come on, there's other elements, mixed feelings. So kind of getting the picture right here. Oh yeah, Batma. Where's my mommy, big mommy nun? They butcher my battle nun. Yeah, there's a lot of that going
you
on.
Go to church.
Yeah, I know, right?
Seriously.
Yeah. Yeah. So kind of get an idea of how people feel. Yeah, my question is this really supposed to be Lucia? I don't know. Hard to say.
Mm.
So they just gave up on the whole urban thing? I don't know about that. Yeah. All right. Anyways, that's Lucia and Komano. That is it for that. How long do we have? Let me see. Or how long has it been, rather? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's been about a little under 2 hours. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Now we can go into. Looks like we have some time for some of the frontline news stuff. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way. So. Ooh. So there was some tragic news pertaining to a streamer who lives in France, who went by the name of Jean Pormanov, or Pormanove. Let's call him Jean. He actually passed away, and there was a claim that he was humiliated and mistreated for months on kick streams. And here is another post, right? So he was 46 years old, and he actually died in his sleep while doing some sort of like streaming marathon.
Mm.
Yeah. So this was the very first post, so mind you. And then so I assume there is an investigation going on as of this moment. But people have been providing some sort of context. So it says he was a disabled person under guardianship and under the control of his torturers for years. He was tortured and humiliated for years. A first investigation was already underway in 2024. He was tortured and deprived of sleep for the past 10 days, live on Kick. A few weeks ago, his mother asked and begged his friends, quote unquote, to release him. They insulted her live on stream. His friends, quote unquote, earned around 80k euros per month by doing this. It's not a stream marathon. It could be an episode of Black Mirror. Like, jeez. Yeah, and then you can get to see a unfortunate hint of what he went through. So they just were like punching him, just throwing shit at him. And just fucking with him. Just straight up fucking with him. Yeah, look at that. All of this over the past months. Yeah, just laughing at him. These people are also like streamers. And I guess they're just trying to like ride off of him or something like that, or they're just trying to make content, just just torturing a guy, man. Horrible, to say the least. Absolutely horrible. Legal Mindset actually covered this because I think there is a case going on underway. His real name is Raphael Gravin, those who don't know. And then there's some notes. Okay, so yeah, so he died August 17th, somewhere between 17 and 18, because yeah, he was asleep, or he was in bed rather. And then the investigation opened and the autopsy is still on the way. Yeah, and then again it says past 10 days subjected to humiliation on stream by his quote unquote friends. I guess some of those friends, or one of those friends is referred as Naruto as his handle, and Safin. Yeah, 10 days and nights of torture, extremely physical violence, sleep deprivation, and ingestion of toxic substances. So yeah, again, you see pictures, guy going through some shit. That's one of the quote unquote friends. As you can kind of obviously tell which one it is with the outfit. Legal considerations. Let me see. It is a little tricky to say how things go in France because this is where it took place. But hopefully, I mean, obviously, hopefully, justice gets served properly. But who knows how the French carry out the justice system? And then there's this whole thing about like censorship, free speech, because there was like this movement, or not movement, but like a discussion, I guess you could say, pertaining to like oh, this stuff needs to get like taken off of the internet, because yeah, like places like Kick were pretty much promoting this horrible type of content. But then you have like the other side kind of arguing like, well, that can get taken too far and like actually hinder the whole free speech thing. And sometimes people do these types of content, but in a different context, right? When you see stuff like from like Jackass or like other things, right? It's like, where do we draw that line nowadays? You know what I mean? So what is the type of content that we should be letting what do you call, getting the pass, right? And like, it's a little hard to say in some terms because yeah, like something like Jackass, those type of groups, it's like, yeah, okay, that they are going through the sort of similar physical altercation, I guess you can call it, of like, beating up each other, like all that stuff. But their context is that they're doing it in a more friendly way because they know each other for over the years. They're dude bros, all that stuff, right? It's kind of like the same thing with the frat house culture, right? You got they like prank each other, all this stuff, and then sometimes they do,
and then the initiations,
initiations, all that stuff. It's like, where do you really draw that line, right? And sometimes there are content creators who kind of like do the, oh, if you don't if the person, or rather oh, the loser has to drink fucking this nasty thing or whatever, that type of stuff. And that could fall into the lines of like torture sometimes, like that's sort of the torture content, right? But yeah, sometimes it's easy to decipher what's bad and what's good, but sometimes yeah, there is that weird sort of gray area. But I think in this case, it is clear that this is like something that should have been taken off the internet. I'm kind of surprised that Kick, I'm sure somebody complained to Kick that this was happening and they didn't like do anything about it, Any thoughts so far on this like sort of incident? Yeah. Do you have any comment?
It's more like I have strong words, but we'll be civil about it.
Okay.
Let the
Yeah.
let the French Justice Department handle this, or Europe Department.
Yeah.
Why are there? I guess I'll let a little bit slip out. Why are there assholes in the world still alive?
Very good question. That life is just full of just things that we can't really answer. Right? Sometimes things just happen and nothing comes of at least immediate consequence, right? Unfortunately. But hopefully, the friends, quote unquote, in question are going to get charged and all that stuff with I imagine this would be like equivalent of like manslaughter or whatever. I don't know if it like okay, I want to say there was no intention of actually killing Jean, right? Because all they wanted, because obviously their intention is to farm this whole thing to keep it going as long as they can, because they were earning this amount of dollars or euros per month according to these sources. So it seems like, yeah, there was no intention of ending his life by any means, but yes, nonetheless, it's some form of manslaughter. So, or homicide or whatever you want to call it. I kind of like forget the legal definitions of those terms, but yeah. Anywho, obviously this is horrible. I hope this is looked into. Hopefully Kick does something about it, right? Whether they hold themselves accountable or not, I mean, that's a whole nother thing, I guess. But hopefully justice gets served at some point. We get like a clear answer of what's the sentence for those pieces of shit. That's really all I can say. All right, so deepest condolences to the friends of Jean.
Yes,
It's a horrible way to go, really. Just
yeah.
being tortured by just people around you and stuff like that. And yeah, it's definitely horrible to see, especially when it's like accessible to see. This thanks to platforms like Kick, for example. There needs to be some form of moderation. I think that's for sure. But I think the argument is where it's like how far you want to take that sort of moderation, and that becomes, would that become a point of censorship? That all that stuff. But I think this was a clear-cut case of like, yeah, this is horrible. This should have been stopped. This should have been censored, or this should have been like banned. They should have like cut off the channel from streaming. That way they don't have incentive to torture the guy anymore. At least for the time being. Yeah. The fact that he was like held against his will and, taken away from his like mom and stuff like that, it's horrible. Maybe they didn't have intention to kill the guy, but yeah, there are plenty of charges to be had for doing all the other stuff. It's technically the equivalent of kidnapping, all that stuff. I hope they get the proper sentence. That's what I really hope for at this point. Same thing for the next story here, and this is a very big and horrible as well. So, have you heard anything about Roblox, of what's going on as of late? Yeah.
Their main what's it called? Not one of their main person that would I forgot if he counts as a sponsor or whatever. Just up and left because shit was going down, then more shit was going down for Roblox. I'm just summarizing everything.
Yeah.
And then there's also the is it allegations or charges of the big P word that
Yeah.
we don't like saying
Yeah.
that Roblox allowed onto their platform and stuff. So it's like Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And then so basically the main headline though is that Roblox is like basically the next sort of Epstein incident. Let's call it that. The Epstein Island, right? Because it's like essentially a platform for those horrible people, the child predators, right? To seek out any sort of vulnerable children who play these games. And horrible stories from what I've heard. Horrible. And there were people who were essentially, yes, vigilantes that were helping catching these pieces of shits. And Roblox, the company running Roblox at least, had the audacity to remove and ban those such individuals, including I forget the gentleman's name. I think it might have been here, but Schlep, that's what it was. Yeah, but yeah, there's more than just Schlep. Apparently, there's Meep City as well. Yeah, basically, this meme kind of like sums it up real quick here, with the Drake meme.
Yep.
Saying no to banning child predators and then pointing happily to ban that guy that actually arrests them, pretty much. And yeah, they're facing a lot of shit right now, of course. But meanwhile, during that whole bit, Roblox essentially were kind of like doubling down on what they were believing. So, including like why they banned such individuals. So their main reason, or one of their main reasons, was that they were concerned that their safety sort of nets and systems were being compromised. That was one of their sort of excuses.
Mm-hmm.
So overall, like they're just like batting an eye for these actual child predators. Instead, they're taking away the people who actually are helping to catch said predators. So of course, this got a lot of people riled up, including, of course, people like Legal Mindset. He definitely was talking about it. And then I believe I had some sort of timestamp here, but let me see, just in case. So there's the video, but I think there was one part that I wanted to cover. Oh, come on. Oh, I think this is it. No, fuck, come on. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay, so let's turn that off. There we go. Okay. So here's some notes, right? Roblox has over 6.4 million experiences, which Roblox completely controls. Free, easy to access, designed for kids. Comparison it's like an app comparison would be to that of a digital playground. No age minimum. Okay. Currently 8.29 million daily active users. 20% of them are actually under 9 years old. And then 56% of that is 16 and or under. So do the math. That's most of the players, right? Most of the players are 16 or under, right?
Yep.
So of course, this is like a big painted target for those nasty individuals. They're basically kind of like rubbing their hands together and like just doing what the fuck they want because of how Roblox works, including such pay to win mechanics and these like sort of experiences, quote unquote, so that incentivizes the predators to use that to their advantage, right? And basically the currency used in the game is kind of like candy, right? In real life, right? That's kind of like their candy to, these young Roblox players, to lure them in and then just like, do the whole predator thing, including manipulation and all that stuff, controlling them and all that nasty stuff. And again, it's horrible. It's so horrible that, well, Kick sort of incentivize that sort of content, but Roblox here, kind of a similar case, pretty much like turn their back, pretending, or not pretending, but you know what I mean, like they're just like batting an eye on all this actually really horrible shit and just letting it happen, so it's kind of like why a number of people have been kind of like comparing it to the whole Epstein thing. This is just like Epstein Island essentially, but in a digital format, and probably worse because it's really accessible in comparison to Epstein's actual island, where it took a lot of money to get that all going and such. But Roblox is Roblox. It's a video game you download and then you just make a profile and that's it.
Yep.
That's all you gotta do. So yeah, basically, yeah, this is it. This is how you sign up. You put your birthday, all this stuff. That's it. There's no like other fucking thing. Relies on self-reported birthdays for age verification, and intentionally or recklessly allows fake birthdays. So yeah, so of course, because it's so easy, those predators pretend to be 16 and under to access to the kids' experiences, and that's how this whole thing happens. They do have access to biometric age verification, but does not utilize it. Until 2024, default turned parental protection off and let adults DM kids. Adults can still message within experiences. So you kind of really see how this all happens. In-game currency, Robux, can be exchanged for items for avatars. Minors are obsessed with items for avatars, and thus predators use this mechanism to lure in children. Like I pretty much said, that's the candy, right? This created the phrase anything for Robux. Roblox claims that they have a zero policy for swearing, obscenities, or messages and content of a sexual or violent nature, any sort of aggressive or threatening communication. Roblox states that any offenders will be immediately suspended or permanently expelled, which is not the case. Yeah. Like, yeah, we just been seeing the opposite, in fact. So yeah, you can kind of see this sort of collage of how it's being compared here, right? And then oh yeah, so this is actually a picture, right, of one of the experiences, and literally people are creating kind of like creating a simulation of Epstein Island called Escape to Epstein Island. And then I guess these are like the ages, I guess. um that's, I guess, suitable for this or something like that. Yeah. Basically, it's horrible. Basically, it's super horrible. Problematic experiences. Sexual simulation experience. Escape to Epstein Island. Diddy simulator. Diddy party. Public bathroom simulator. Various racial hate-based experiences. Public relation campaigns using online safety organizations to influence narrative that Roblox is safe are deceptive because these groups have conflicts of interest. Okay, so right now, though, the Attorney General actually openly mentioned Roblox, and they are going to do something about it. Basically, that's what their Attorney General said. So there's going to be a lot of there has been a lot of lawsuits starting to go on coming their way, including California. There's Louisiana and other such states and other places and people. So kind of want to see if there's a list of who's doing the lawsuits, but whatever. But anyways, the state of Louisiana is definitely one of them, though, for sure. All right, so yeah. There has been a number of people covering it, including Legal Mindset. Even Mugen has covered it at one point. If you want to, get the lowdown on what's going on really and what's happening. But yeah, they are in some massive deep shit. Is the easy takeaway from it. Any comments up at this point?
I kind of want to see how much they are definitely panicking.
Yeah, for sure.
But I kind of want to see if there's that one person that was, part of the development team going, that was always saying guys, we got to get our shit together. It's going to bite us in the ass soon.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure there was that going on. Yeah. I am pretty sure there has been individuals coming forward to speak up for this stuff, and obviously nothing has been done. None of the feedback has been taken into consideration, and seemingly because, well, that's how Roblox makes money, right? A lot of it comes, a good chunk of it comes from these horrible activities. So they're just like, oh, well, at least it's making us, as long as it's making us money, fuck cares, right? I guess. But yeah, now this is all biting them back in the ass, and they're literally going to pay for it. So we'll see if this whole thing shuts down, Roblox, or, there's going to have like a big revamp or something. We'll definitely have to wait and see about that. This will not obviously be immediate, right? We'll have to wait for like several months to even see something. Just like a number of these sort of cases, including, the Blizzard stuff. Which, by the way, for those who have forgotten or wonder still, it did reach to a they did reach to a settlement, but that's about it. It was just a settlement, right? There was no like harsh action on Blizzard themselves, as you can kind of see. I mean, Blizzard's still going somehow, and that is unfortunate, kind of, because they kind of just paid it off, and that's it. And then they even quote unquote hired their own investigation. They're like, oh, we found nothing, guys. So yeah, stuff like that. But hopefully this one, it will be a clear-cut case, and Um, and they get their sort of obvious comeuppance. So that is yeah, one of the big stories of this past week, pretty much. Yeah, but it was really bad. Like it's actually really bad if you look into it, because actual R words were happening. Let's just say, and you can kind of put that together yourself. But anyway, so let me see. Meanwhile, another news, another unfortunate thing. The PlayStation products, including the PS5, PS5 Digital Edition, and of course the PS5 Pro, are getting some form of price increase. So I believe, what was it? It was I think it's overall like a $50 increase, is what it looks like here. It's already happening now. As I said, starting from August 21st. There was a statement that says, similar to many global businesses, we continue to navigate challenging economic environment. As a result, we made a difficult decision to increase the recommended retail price for PlayStation 5 consoles in the US starting August 21st. And here the price is right here. 549.99 for regular PS5, $499.99 for the digital edition, and the PS5 Pro now is going to cost $749.99. The accessories, however, have remained untouched as of this moment, though.
Yeah.
Thoughts on this?
I mean, it was inevitable that we were going to get the price hike because of certain world things that's still happening. This is my personal thing. I'm kind of glad that, yeah, I did throw money at Gen 1 of the PS5.
Yeah. Looks like being an
early
it looks like being an early adopter kind of paid off after all, unfortunately, in this weird circumstance. But yeah, for those who were planning to get a PS5, yeah, it's super unfortunate. And then God knows how long it's gonna take for the PS6 to even be a thing, and God knows how much it's gonna be gonna cost. No idea. Maybe that's like kind of like their plan is to increase these prices and then make them feel like, oh, why not? Why would I pay a PS5 when the PS6 is going to be out soon? And that'll like be like the guaranteed sale, I guess, for those PS6 consoles.
Yep.
Maybe. But it just sounds horrible either way. It sucks, obviously. But it is what it is, you know, with the I mean the tariffs is one thing, but I feel like they are using it as some sort of excuse to increase the prices for, you know, more money or whatever. Or as a tactic to, like I said, like help sell their upcoming products, like including the PS6. That's going to be inevitable at one point. Speaking on prices, I guess I can just throw this in here real quick here. Maybe this could be good news depending on who you are, but this is kind of going the opposite way. And this is specifically pertaining to McDonald's, right? We both enjoyed McDonald's at one point, especially when we were children. And in this headline right here, it says McDonald's is cutting combo meal prices. they're offering a financial support to franchises who agree to drop pricing. Comes after CEO saying prices are getting too high. Goes into effect next month. So it's like it's going to go into effect September.
Well, it's only going to be like a 50 cents deduction.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. In 2023, the Big Mac combo meal is $18. Like, fucking damn, man.
Hmm?
At least I'm in some places, but
Yep.
McDonald's and its U.S. franchises agreed to price 8 popular combo meals at 15% less than the total cost of buying the items separately. So yeah, that's the catch, right? It's the combos, right? It's not so much the individual meal or the individual items. It's the bundles or the combo meals. So it gives you a little more incentive, I guess, to buy them in combos versus just like, oh, can I just get one, let's just say quarter pounder or something, right? You know? So yep. Well, basically though, let's say like there's a combo meal for $10. Wouldn't that just like mean it's just a $1.50 discount, right? But if it's like 20% discount, then that's $3. That's like that adds up, right? That adds up even more. That's we're getting somewhere now. Yeah. These fast food prices has been ridiculous. That's why, like, you know, although funny because I did recently had McDonald's for the first time in like a long ass while. But yeah, like my intentional or not my intentional, my initial goal was to actually get the to check out the the McDonald's land meal that have you heard about that?
Mm.
Yeah, because like that comes with like
Yeah.
yeah, it comes with like like its own like unique milkshake and stuff like that. But when I saw the price, I'm like, dude, hell fucking no, dude. It was like almost $20. Fuck that. Like I just rather just get a bunch of other food then, if anything. So yeah, I got my usual chicken nuggets and my fries, double quarter pounder, you know. But yeah, like including like other such like items and stuff like that, man. It was like somewhere close to like either 45 or $50, man. Holy fuck. It is not yeah, the way. And then like the two little fucking snack wraps, $10. $10 for that shit, man. That is absolutely insane. Diabolical even. Yeah. When even McDonald's admits their prices are out of control, you know inflation has broken the cheap food illusion. No shot. Yep. There's this post from Mike Ross. I forgot to title it, so let me see. Oh yes. So apparently this is a little weird, but apparently, according to Mike Ross anyway, well, from also Shack News or something like that, Sony actually sold its ownership stake in Evo. Will return as a sponsor though. It's kind of strange. But they did sell it to let me see. Esports company Nodwin Gaming is buying the stake to take on the co-ownership of Evo, with fellow owner RTS getting investment from Kitty. I think that's how we pronounce it. But I think though, yeah, just wanted to confirm myself. So Nod Gaming is still like, well, it's still under like Sony, basically though, because
Yeah. So yeah. When you read into like what this whole not debacle, this whole thing is pretty much Sony sold it to themselves.
yeah, it kind of technically, it basically means, oh hey, you're responsible. Basically, is what it means. All right, you look after Evo, you know, basically.
It's pretty much like, you know, like some store manager, they just push the big ass workload onto everyone else, and then just say like, "All right, here you guys go. Thanks, bye." It's like, you're not gonna help. Nah, you
Right.
got it.
That's essentially kind of like that, man. So it's still under Sony. That's why they're still able to like quote unquote sponsor it and stuff like that. Yeah. So some people are like, "Oh, no more PlayStations, right? We're gonna." Yeah, you know, maybe Mark Ross is joking, but yeah, Evo 2026 on PC, like, yeah, I don't think so.
It's like, what? Nani?
Yeah, yeah, that's a whole nother argument too about like using consoles versus PC to run fighting game tournaments. Yeah, I don't know about that, Chief. I don't know. All right. Let me see here. Let's do one more thing.
Okay.
And I kind of wanted to cover yeah, Pokemon, and then let's cover the super robot stuff right here. Oops.
Hey.
And we can wrap it up there. Alrighty.
Alright, Pokemon.
So Pokemon was
Pokemon.
kind of having a weird little campaign going on. Because like if you can tell, like look at the actual post, right? Viewer discretion is advised. Look at the picture, right? It's like something you don't really see from Pokemon. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Is this some sort of like generic like VR game with like some horror elements or something like that? And then of course you definitely notice the purple acid or something like that, or purple substance that melted this fence. It's like, oh, it's acid. That means they're gonna definitely talk about some sort of like poison Pokemon.
Yeah.
Someone's like, this isn't about Pokemon anymore. I'm so fucking scared. I've been seeing this image a lot on Twitter for like various like memes and stuff like that. I guess I'll die. Yeah. So very out of ordinary. And then of course it was the promotion for or reveal for the mega form of Victory Bell.
Which everyone hates, from what I was listening in the grapevine.
I think from on my end, it feels like it was like mixed, but a touch more positive from what I was seeing.
Poke me harder, daddy.
Yeah.
You are the daddy.
It's just basically Victory Bell being choked. Choking itself.
Self asphyxiation.
Yep. Pretty much. I mean, I am still excited for the game. It actually runs smooth now. Especially now that, you know, I have a Switch 2. So honestly, that's like...
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. Right.
I gotta wait till December to see if there is any good, I don't know what you call, bundles.
Yeah.
Which definitely gonna be.
Yeah. Well, there was a bundle for Pokemon. I don't know if you want to get in on that one, but yeah.
No.
No. Okay.
I was hoping for like a bundle for like Metroid or
Oh, yeah.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey King, yeah. I'm still surprised they haven't done that, like, at this point. I don't know why. They did it for Pokemon and they did it for Mario Kart. Like, what? Okay. Why not also DK? It's like they're putting more their marbles into those two games for some reason, but not Donkey Kong. Was Donkey Kong just like a throwaway Nintendo game or something? I don't know. Oh yeah, wait. I can take a wild stab at what this video is, or was, yeah.
You know, the VA for Victory Bell must have been having a hell of a good time in the
Yeah.
recording booth.
I know.
I need you to scream. Okay, scream like your mother died in front of you. Okay,
Yeah.
scream like you got stabbed.
Yeah. I wonder if they actually like brought in a scream queen into recording for Victory Bell.
Scream that you saw the most ugliest
Yeah.
PP.
Oh God.
I just feel sorry for James.
I know.
On Pokemon. If
Yeah.
his
Yeah. Oh God. Yep.
that. Oh Lord, he coming.
Yeah. Lordy coming. Yeah. Oh yeah. I guess it looks like this.
Hmm.
Victory Bell turned into a victory bag. All right, maybe he's not that bad, as one said. Bro got big. It's Biohazard Mega Victory Bell. The more I look at it, it's more growing on me. Interesting. It becomes a big bag of goo. I thought you were supposed to get stronger as you Mega Evolve.
I don't know. When you Mega Evolve a fucking Kangaskhan, the baby just pops out.
Yep.
Just saying.
Right. Oh. That's funny. This fucking sucks, actually. Oh, man. Let's put a rope around its neck. Yeah.
And hang it from a tree.
Hang it from a tree. Mega evolves a choking... yeah. A choking
There
king.
it is. See?
There it is, yeah. Damn, Victory Bell on that freshman 15 diet. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. What if eating James was actually the way to Mega Evolve? That'd be kind of fucked up, actually. Oh God, what the fuck? Ugh. Finally pure cringe. Yeah. Yep. Big Chungus. Yep. Remember oh my God. No. No.
I mean, it was a funny episode of South Park, but
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yep. Someone had to put it there. Going Mega with the power of autoerotic asphyxiation.
See?
Oh my God.
That is a thing.
Yep. Oh yeah, for sure. That's how what's his face died. David Carradine.
Yep. We don't need to. Oh god, like fucking flashbangs.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like looking like, yeah, oh.
Okay, let me see. Okay, never mind. Sorry. All right. Moving on to the next thing, or last thing I should probably say.
Yeah.
So this is Super Robot Wars Gamma? Or is it
Gamma or Y's, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Super Robot Wars, let's just go with a fast-paced shit, is a long-running series.
Yes.
For celebration of mecha anime across, decades.
Yes, sir.
Of anime.
Yes, sir.
So in detail, in the upcoming game that's out next week, Tuesday, it's bringing, like, again, classic and modern mechas. What am I looking at? Okay.
Sorry, I was clicking on the chat window.
Okay.
But yeah. Oh, we got Big O. Nice.
So some of these mechas have not been enter the game, or some have been, but it's been like 10 plus years since they were back into this series.
Mm-hmm. So is this like basically like a HD? Like an HD remaster of an old game, or what?
No, it's a brand new game, but the models I believe are either spruced up or they really just. Okay, this is the big one.
Oh.
Kamen Rider never been into this fucking franchise.
Oh.
So a lot of tokusatsu people are just happy that this made it.
Uh-huh.
So Toei probably either was like hey, here you go, or this franchise, which is done by Bandai Namco, was like, we'll give you money.
Yeah.
So the reason why this Kamen Rider and not the others are here is because, again, it's Futopi is an anime of the light novels of Kamen Rider W.
Okay. Awakening of a Soul.
And some of these mechs I do not recognize, so I think these are like either like super old mechs
or super
they're
niche,
like yeah, niche.
Get a robot. Okay. He just has a straight revolver. That's funny. Brave of the Legend.
Yeah.
The Garn.
The Garn is, I believe, an 80s? An 80s anime.
Okay.
Mecha anime. And some of these VAs are still the original ones.
Yeah. It's like a big celebration of robot anime and mecha stuff. Kind of rolled into one.
Yep, roll into one. I mean, if you do like mechas, this again celebrates mechas a lot. There is Godzilla in this game. Oh, so Kamen Rider XL is also from W.
Oh.
Does this make me want to rewatch Big O? No, not really.
Huh.
Yeah, Dagoran GX, I believe, is an early 2000 anime, because Dagoran is like a very long anime series. because there's like different pilots and different eras.
Yeah. Man, this is so like old school feeling.
Right there.
Oh, there you go.
Fucking
Jet Jaguar, the fucking weird one.
version.
That version from SP. Yeah.
So
It's like not too far.
yep, it's next week.
Yeah.
And then right there, you can see all the sponsors.
Yes. Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, what was that?
It's just auto playing the Uma Musume stuff. I don't know why I did that, but yeah.
Yeah, because your algorithm is fucked up.
No, you mean enhanced.
Oh, okay, Peters, okay. I did ask Peter, so you love this game on series, right? Yeah. How fucked up is your search history? Yes. I was like, yeah. It's like, it's just like, All right. So Sunrise, the big motherlode or grandfather for all mechas, pretty much.
Yeah.
So we'll have. So we go from top to bottom. Shigeo is like a lot of the, I want to say the 70s mechas. Then Sunrise was like late 80s until now mechas like Gundam and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Project L is Code Geass. Sunrise again.
Yeah.
I forget what MJP does. Toy animation because of I forget which mecha. And then yep.
There's Trigger.
Keep going now.
Yeah.
Video Trigger. Toho for the Godzilla stuff.
Yes.
Yep. And then the Futupi, which is Kamen Rider. So it's like wow, Banda, you have money. Because I can guarantee you some of these licensings are not cheap.
Yeah.
And also on top of the voice the seiyus, the voice actors are also not cheap.
Yeah. Or rather, yeah, that's the, what do you call it, the agencies and studios that record the voices and such, yeah.
I am happy it's the company above Futupi. It's the Macross Delta. So I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna be singing again.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. the not September song.
Yeah. I think if I remember correctly, it was Ender Kate, right?
Yes.
That introduced I think us to it. And then the song. And then I just picked it up and fucking ran with it for a month. And I believe Kate was like, all right, Zawa, enough.
Yeah.
And I was like, nope, we're rocking this shit.
Yeah. It was just because of that 1 second, and the rest of it was just like, a completely different song, but just like that one moment. Yeah, you're
that one moment.
You're given like, that inch, and you made it a mile out of that for sure.
I mean, that's me. You leave that door crack open, I'm knocking it down.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Are
you?
You?
If you don't like lock it up, it's like lock your door. I'm kicking it down. Be like, hi guys, what we doing?
Are you currently playing, or do you play any of the Robot Wars, Super Robot Wars stuff?
Okay, so on Steam, I do have. Well, this one is the straight up SD Gundam G Generation.
Okay. I
do have Super Robot Wars 30, which is the 30th anniversary for mechas.
Gotcha.
Yeah. When I had my PSP, I mean, I still have my PSP, and made it a beautiful machine that could play anything. I did play the past Super Robot Wars. To which also you can say that the Super Robot Tyson games, the one that eventually became Project Cross Zone,
Mm.
because they count. They count. I did play them, so
Mhm.
I do have history with this series.
Right.
And yes, it's a JRPG as fuck series. So
Yes.
so if you really want this character or unit, you are going to level the fuck out of it. Like that will be your child.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but look at all these other units. Like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you see this baby boy, I am going to make it the strongest motherfucker ever.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking about the Kamen Rider stuff. One person says Big O. Yeah. So, is the main game called Super Robot Wars Gamma, or is it is Gamma like the name for the DLC?
It's the main game, so it's Robot Wars Gamma.
Okay. Do you have Super Robot Wars Gamma?
Not out. Gamma comes out on the 20th.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, because it says DLC. Yeah, because it said DLC announcement. So I'm like, oh, so
yeah.
I thought that was I thought that was the date for the DLC. Okay, so
yeah, right there. Super Robot Wars Gamma arrives on August 20th.
Okay, yeah. So okay, I got it confused. Okay.
Yeah.
Because
so we have no indication when this DLC comes out yet.
Yeah. So they're doing the weird thing of announcing DLC before the game even comes out. So.
Okay. I mean, that's the thing. Like with that whole pre-order and then the DLC where you cannot just hide behind it. You have to like show what it is.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
you cannot like hype people up like not regularly, but like before.
Right.
Because people go get mad. Oh, I didn't like this DLC because it wasn't my favorite character because you hid it
for
behind
fighting games.
question mark.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But,
yeah. All right. Cool.
But yeah, if you love JRPGs and mechas, buy this game.
Yeah, Super Robot Wars Gamma or Y.
Yeah. Yep. If you really like Gundam, like as your main mecha, the series that's in there is Gundam Wing Endless Waltz, Gundam Witch from Mercury Season 1.
Oh wow,
they were very like
specific. Okay.
Specific on that.
Okay.
G Gundam. And I forgot and I think it's Blood Orphan. I forget which Gundam, but yeah, fucking Bandai really throwing a lot of money for these licensing. And people wonder why Bandai, technically Koei Tecmo cannot do another Gundam Dynasty Warriors game because again, these licensings are expensive as fuck. And certain I believe countries have like a strict stuff. Because I know there's one country that when they got their version of I think it was Gundam Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2, they left out like 6 Gundams on their version because it was like that series was like banned or something, and I was like, ooh shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I'm so sorry, you guys were missing out. These were like fun units to play.
Mm-hmm. Someone requested Japanese Spider-Man to be in the game because
technically he does have a mecha.
He does have a mecha. Yep. Spider-Man.
I mean, it's also like I'm more because they put in Kamen Riders. Like, why not Super Sentai? They have their mechs.
Yeah, the Megazords. Yeah, you're right.
But it all depends on which Super Sentai.
Yeah, they probably go with the Jurenja, which is basically the Power Rangers in the States with the dinosaurs and shit.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, what it's all about the robots. But this time around, they're throwing in the Kamen Rider stuff too. So that was, I guess, that was the big surprise for the Robot Wars fans. All right, cool. That is all we got for this time around. We're gonna save off the other two for next time. Yeah, because that does include Fallout Season 2 and a little bit from Gen V Season 2. Just a little bit of an update. Well, I guess we can say right now it's basically the schedule is going to be, well, not schedule, but like the release scheme, I should say, is, oh, the schedule is there. Okay, whatever. So episodes 1 to 3 will be all the same day, September 17th, and then weekly will be 4 through 8, one at a time. So there you go.
Yep.
All right. So that'll be it for realsies. Thank you very much. We'll be back next week. And yeah, so till then, take care. And we will hope to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye, kids. Do drugs and share it.
Do drugs and share what?
Yeah, that's what I say to my, like,